My name is Melissa. I am 34 years old, and I live with my husband David in a small house. One rainy Thursday morning, I had the day off, so I decided to clean the house. Cleaning always helps me relax. I cleaned the kitchen, the laundry, the living room, and even arranged the spice rack in order. When I reached the bedroom, I lifted the heavy mattress to vacuum under it. I never do that, but that day I thought, why not? That's when I saw it. Something pale was hiding in the corner. I pulled it out, and my heart stopped. It was a pair of pantyhose. I didn't wear pantyhose, not since my last office job 3 years ago, and even then, this wasn't my size, not my color either. They were new, but not brand new, worn once, maybe twice. I remembered something then. David always liked it when I wore pantyhose. In my old job, I had to wear them almost every day, black or skin tone. I noticed how his eyes always went to my legs when I wore them, especially with high heels. He said it looked elegant. He said I looked beautiful. But after I left that job, I stopped wearing pantyhose. I didn't need them anymore. And suddenly I wondered, did David still miss that look? And if he did, was he looking for it on someone else now? My chest felt tight. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at them. I texted David a photo. He replied after 20 minutes. Weird. No idea. Maybe from before we moved in? But I knew that was not true. The bed was new. I bought it myself. I called my best friend Nora and told her what I found. We both stayed quiet for a moment. A small thing suddenly felt so big. That night, when David came home, the air felt strange. He looked at the pantyhose on the dresser and smiled a little, but not with his eyes. "So this is the drama?" he asked. "It's not drama," I said softly. "I just want to know where it came from." But he brushed it off. He always brushed things off, and I couldn't stop thinking. Over the next week, I noticed more things. A perfume smell on his jacket that wasn't mine. A coffee cup in his car with lipstick on it. Text messages from LK that disappeared when I tried to scroll up. Every day, my stomach felt heavier. Then I remembered the hallway security camera I installed last year after a break-in scare. I almost never used it, but now I opened the app. I watched weeks of videos. Nothing happened. Then I reached one Friday afternoon. At 2:13 p.m., I saw David come home with a woman. She had blonde hair and a red coat. Even through the grainy video, she stood out. They stayed for about 20 minutes. They went into my bedroom. When they left, she laughed and carried her shoes in her hand. Then I saw something fall from her purse onto the floor. Pantyhose. My whole body went cold. When David came home, I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just played the video for him and walked away. He sat down on the bed and said quietly, "I didn't mean for you to find out this way." I laughed, but in a broken way. "You hid her under our mattress, David. How was I not supposed to find out?" I slept on the couch that night. Later that night, I kept watching more old videos from the hallway camera. I wanted to understand everything. I wanted to know if there were more secrets hiding in my home. For a long time, nothing happened. The videos were quiet and boring. But then I found something strange. It was from 3 weeks earlier. The door opened, and a woman walked inside. My heart jumped. She walked like me. She wore a coat like mine. She moved around the house like she knew every room. For a short moment, I felt sick. It almost looked like me. But I knew I was at work all day. I watched more closely. The woman opened my closet. She touched my clothes. She took something small and put it inside her coat. She acted like she belonged in my home. Then the camera caught part of her face. She looked a little like me, yes, but she had a small, dark mark under her ear. I did not have that mark. This was not me. This woman wanted to look like me. When she left, something fell from her pocket, a pair of pantyhose, the same pantyhose I later found under the mattress. My hands went cold. Someone used my key. Someone entered my home when I was not there. Someone tried to act like me. At that moment, I understood something deeper. This story was not only about David cheating. There was another person, someone who had been inside my life long before the blonde woman came. I called LK that same evening. I had saved her number from David's phone. She arrived quietly, looking sad and confused. When David came home, he stopped at the door. I was sitting at the table, and LK stood beside me. "David," I said softly, "sit down. We need to talk." He looked between us. "Why is she here? What is this?" LK spoke first. "You lied to me, David, and you lied to her." I looked straight at him. "I saw the camera videos. Not only the day you brought her here. I saw the other woman, the one who came into my home before, the one who looked like me, the one who used my key." David froze. "She opened my closet," I continued. "She tried to act like me, and she dropped the pantyhose under the mattress." LK shook her head. "You told me she didn't live here anymore, but when I stepped inside this house, I felt her everywhere. That's when I knew you were lying." David sat down slowly, like he had no strength left. I didn't know how to end things. I thought, maybe if Melissa found something strange, she would step away. I felt my heart break and harden at the same time. "You didn't only cheat, David. You tried to confuse me. You tried to make me doubt myself." He reached for my hand, but I stepped back. "No," I said. "This is the end." 2 days later, I moved out. I took only the things that truly belonged to me. I left the mattress, the camera, and every secret behind. My new apartment was small but bright. I bought a new bed. Before I put the sheets on, I lifted the mattress to check under it. Nothing. Only a clean floor. A new start. LK sent me one last message. "You deserved the truth. I hope your life becomes peaceful." I deleted it. I wanted peace now. In the weeks after, I learned how to live again. I cooked simple meals. I opened the windows in the morning. I slept without fear. Step by step, I became myself again. One night, I looked at the soft lights outside my window. For the first time in years, my heart felt quiet. The truth hurt me, but the truth also saved me. Now, under my mattress, there are no lies. Only peace in a woman who trusts herself again. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe. Not just for more stories, but for more moments that make you feel something again.